Morning folks, bit of a late start today, been doing errands around the neighbourhood on my bike. I didn't do anything yesterday, we had company, because now we're into easing of the lockdown. We've still got stringent rules to supposedly stick by. We got my sister and brother-in-law in for sitting in the garden today. I'll be cooking a curry, so I've got to do all the preparation for that, so I'm only going to do one today. I was going to spend the rest of the week doing oil paintings, but these are quick and they don't need much preparation. This is a bit of Saunders Waterford. Been enjoying going back to Fabriano for a few paints or several paintings. I'm getting very low on that, so I'm going to have to put an order in. But it's a great paper to use oil paint on. But I've been priming these days because there's a bit of a controversy about whether rag-based papers will be durable, but I'm sure they will be. But got to listen to good advice occasionally. Right, let's just put a bit of this in. So when you do I'm going to do a sort of a lake scene. So when you do that, just put what you put in the sky in the foreground. So let's just get a bit of red in with that, a bit of light red. Okay, that'll do. That's a sky. Let's just put some of that colour in here. Bit of dry brush, but we'll just put a bit more of that blue in, I think, the ultramarine. You know my palette by now. Okay. Now the paper will expand. Just take the clips off, put it tight, put the clips back, and your painting or your paper is lovely and flat. Now if it happens again, you can just take it off and just do the bottom clips. I'm going to give that a bit of a, shall I? No, we'll do a bit of, well no, wet in wet. It's okay provided you've got wet in wet sky. In other words, it mixes techniques. If you've got a nice soft sky, then you put in a soft landscape at the back. It's not quite, well let's have a go, let's see what happens. I'll use a medium make for this. Let's have a bit of alizarin crimson in with that. I haven't topped up this alizarin crimson for ages. I don't use a lot of it. Okay, so let's right, okay, now we'll put in a bit of a burnt sienna and raw sienna. Just to change the colours, get a bit of green. Gives us different planes here. bit of Payne's grey, turn that into a bit of burnt umber. Just making this up as I go along. A bit of dark in here, just to show a bit of wet sand. It's all about control of the water. Okay, and we'll have a bit of a, let's move that. Now, burnt sienna and a bit of Payne's grey, you get burnt umber. Bit of a beach here. Well, I'll put a bit of green in there. Now my greens I'm going to use yellow and blue. Just warm up the foreground a bit, darken that, so I'll put a bit of red in it. So that makes a change from Payne's grey. Okay, it's overdone a bit. Right, we'll put in some stuff on that bank. We want a bit of burnt sienna, bit of the old yellow and raw sienna. Very light touch, and remember when you put wet paint into wet paint, it disperses, but so you have to thicken up on your mix. Sort of almost tube consistency. See, now that's really thick there. Just break the bank up a little bit, just try to give an impression of some sort of salt marsh in the distance. Okay, now we've got to do a bit of texturing now. Let's get some more burnt sienna and ultramarine. Just okay, but there we are. Let's give it a dry now, then we can go with some heavier texture. let's get some nice greens here. Whoops. Okay, now missing the Payne's grey now, so the dark is going to be a bit of blue and a bit of burnt sienna. I like a bit of red in this foreground here. The red will warm up. Right, now we've got to put a bit of rigger work. Oh, that's not rigger. Well, it is actually. The border's a rigger. But that's a number 5. Kolinsky Sable rigger. 300 rigger. But it's not the sort of rigger we want to use at the moment. So we'll go back into our dark, which is burnt sienna and ultramarine. But when you're doing reflection, whatever you put above, put below, or more or less. But try and get them in, get the reflections level. Well, missed that one. Oh, it's for some up here. Right, let's just anchor those, lose them in the murk. Okay, not a lot I would do with that. Let's do some in the bottom there. Do like that really. Right, it's okay. I know I'll put out a little bit of gouache that I've found in a tube that my pal Dennis sent to me because he got fed up with struggling with watercolours, so he sent them all to me. It's been drying off for 2 days. So. Okay, that'll do. Bit of a bird. Yeah, we had a stay for 53 years yesterday in London anyway. It's going to be about 23 today, so I'll be cooking outside. Should have carried that blue on a bit higher there really, but it's sort of soaks into nothing. It doesn't matter. It's a demo. Go and cut my lamb up now. Not a lamb, but lamb. And soak the rice. I just use basic madras paste with my curries these days. I used to use a jar. I can't make them from scratch and it's too difficult for me, but well, there we are. Let's just lift a little bit of stuff out of here. Ooh. Okay, right, well that's it. I'll get this uploaded for you and you can enjoy it later or not. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you get some time to sit in the warm. It's a bit cloudy at the moment, it's a bit overcast, but still warm and getting warmer. Lovely. See you soon folks. Bye bye.